It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. The incomparable Carl the Cobra Froch, 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And they'll be facing Saul Alvarez, who weighed in at 151 pounds. He's 173 centimeters tall.
Oh my goodness, look at the reach difference there. That reach is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if that jab is used and that right hand is followed, there is going to be a problem tonight.
Carl the Cobra. So here comes.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fight.
Expectations are. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. Hit him with the left jab. That counter shot lands. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Both men step back for just a moment. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Good counter punch. This fighter told us yesterday if he doesn't win, Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Just one punch away from turning his fortunes around.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. He's been knocked down, but at least... And there's the bell to start the round. Nice counter shot. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. The courage on display here is incredible. They both want a knockout, you can tell. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Neither fighter willing to slow down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Well done. We've never seen trouble. Let's see how the game plan changes. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter shot. Oh, my word, Canelo. Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
That hook just can't find the target. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. So it's onward and upward.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth
I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the Carl the Cobra Froch, one of the greatest super middleweight champions of all time. So here is...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. At 20 years of age, he is undefeated at 36 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 25 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the young, undefeated world contender, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing... And there's the bell to start the round. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. That counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Defense is not an option for these two.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Swing and a miss with the right hook. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now.
Get into the body. Keep taking away that air. Every time you see him.
Right, it's so important now in this first minute of this next round to get on top of him.
Stop him from getting that breath in. Don't let him get back into this fight. It's so important now that in the first minute of this next round, you get on top of him. Keep him busy with that jab, work him behind.
On top of him. Don't let him get back into the fight. Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to...
Come on, you got this. Don't let him off the hook. Just keep on top of it.
Away the air, and every time you see him take a...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Nice counter shot.
Bring it up. Kick up the uppercut. Kick up the uppercut.
Just missed with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He missed with that jab. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Don't let him get back into this fight. Come on, you got this. Don't let him off the up.
Now in this first minute of this next round.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. A very competitive round here so far. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A straight right just misses. A straight right just misses. That jab won't score. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
It's so important now that in the first minute...
Mate, he's shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now.
Working behind the jab and then let your softs go. Don't let him get back into...
Top of him. Don't let him get back into the fight. Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to be stressing about it.
Don't let him get back into the fight. Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to be stressing out his gas tank now. Keep whacking into the body. Keep taking away that air. Every time you see him
Getting that breath in. Don't let him get back into this fight. He's so
stop him from getting that breath in. Don't let him get back into the
busy with the jab. Work him behind the jab and then let your shots go. Don't let him get back
top of him. Keep him busy with that jab. Work him behind the jab and then let you...
Just keep on top of him.
And there's the bell to start the round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
A perfect counter shot. Just missed with that hook. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key in combination. Keep it goal and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. One of the best... Carl the Cobra Froch, a super middleweight multi-time world... Saul.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
And this one has all of those big... And there's the bell to start the round. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight.
Be confident. That's it. Nice and slow.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
It's not working. It's not working.
It's bombs away. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Clean by a left hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. The pound-for-pound king, Canelo, is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you all right?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Good at look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Missing with the hook. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knock. That will do it. Well, the corner has thrown in.
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat the blood of time, my motivation. I work too hard too long and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it goal and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever ban no mind and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, that time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it them believe. That time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect your... Let's do it.
what you're doing. You've broken this kid's will to fight. He's nearly down. This kid ain't got no gas in the tank no more. You...
To me.
Hey, kid, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. You'll be all right.
Let's do it.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
This rivalry has been brewing for a long time, and it spills over tonight at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Michael the Problem. Sean Showtime Porter fighting out of the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, USA. This welterweight world champion looks to get back.
This bout.
What a pleasure it is to be here. And there's the bell to start the round. That jab had to hurt. It's all offense all the time. This theater is used to hosting concerts and plays, but tonight it's the sweet science that takes center stage.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Nice exchange here from both men. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Misses with the straight left.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well done with that counter shot. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
These are my kind of fight. He's boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
It's bombs away. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about McKinson in that last round. From this moment forward, we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The jab doesn't quite connect. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye. They're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
It looks like he might not be as hurt as we thought.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about McKinson in that last round. What a huge... They ring the bell, and here we go. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice stop, but that won't score. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Do you believe this?
Look at me, look at me.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about McKinson in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That hook doesn't score. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be...
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit. They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make. He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Both men step back for just a moment. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Sean. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Both of these fighters have had their moments. We wanted action, and they are delivering.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. The straight right just misses. That hook won't score. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about McKinson in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
You've done so much work in camp.
And breathe. Take the minute.
They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments. That jab doesn't score.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about McKinson in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Take a minute.
Breathe. Come on, suck it up. Suck it up.
You're tired, but you're not tired. You've done so much work in camp.
And breathe. Listen to me. You're not tired. You're acting like...
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Well, he's firing back now. Sometimes offense can be your best defense. Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it. No doubt at all. You can see who's winning.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live.
ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on and wait for him to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out.
Yeah, look at that. All the belts mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, what ping we bring, man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, what ping we bring, man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, what ping we bring, man right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punched you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, choke of the shore. But they keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Or you're going all poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people chant? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring men right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring men right, somebody shot fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Brother, you have a kid on his heels. In a ring, it's gritty and real.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, and he weighed in at an even 61 kilos. He is 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 188. And he'll be facing Kevin Kelly, 170 centimeters tall, and has a reach of 71 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
And here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Here comes the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly. Who could forget his infamous battle with Prince Nassim Hamed? The former world champion looks to get a big win in this one.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Flushing, Queens, New York, here is the former amateur great and world title holder, introducing the WBC featherweight champion of the world, known as the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. They ring the bell, and here we go. Nice hook. That jab had to hurt. Nice right hook. Kevin Kelly just got rocked. And Kevin Kelly has to go down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. What a stunning venue. We are live at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous, I'm ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But even you got that magical, you have it. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we give it a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the name rains heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculated. On time, not a second hour late.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson weighed in at 61 kilos, and he's 180 centimeters tall. That's outrageous. His reach also 184. And he'll be facing Terrence Bud Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, tipping the scales at the 135-pound limit, and he's got a reach of 188 centimeters.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
People are arguing about this in the street, in the pubs, in the bars, and this is why it gets giddy, it gets exciting. The anticipation, second to none.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. Both men step back for just a moment. Big hook to the body. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
The perfect counter lands. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. You'd like to see more jabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Right hook catching air. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch... They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up. Suck suck it up and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Missing with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They have no respect for each other's punching power. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. A borderline disastrous. They ring the bell, and here we go. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Right hand. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Tried to score with a jab. Do you believe what we're seeing? Talk about Robinson in that last round. It's not. They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. You don't want to trade shots. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot.